In a place where the sky touches the earth, where snow-capped peaks emerge like ancient guardians and rivers run wild in hidden valleys, Peru reveals its secrets. Even into the mysterious depths of the Amazon. This is a country shaped by the indomitable force of nature. Here, every mountain, every river and every tree shelters a unique wildlife. Adapted to the adversities of a primeval world. Throughout this journey, we will explore the homes of extraordinary creatures that defy time and extreme conditions. The icy winds of the mountains carry the silent flight of celestial guardians. While in the shadowy forests, the balance between hunter and prey is waged in silence. This is the story of the true inhabitants of these lands. Vibrant, resilient, and majestic wildlife. Prepare yourself for an epic journey through the wildest hearts of Peru. In the silent shadows of the Andean mountains, an agile and relentless predator rules the heights. The puma, also known as the mountain lion, is a master of camouflage and pursuit. Its movements are almost imperceptible. Its silent paws glide over the rocky terrain without making a sound. Invisible to the eyes of its prey, it advances with precision. The puma is an example of incredible adaptability. Its territory extends from high altitudes to dense forests, and its diet is as varied as the habitats it occupies. It hunts deer, vicuñas, capybaras, and even small rodents, adjusting its tactics according to the environment and available prey. But despite its power and agility, the puma is a solitary predator. Unlike other big cats, it prefers to hunt and live alone, relying on its ability to move unnoticed. Its roar does not echo through the valleys. It is the silence that marks its presence. A silent force, but always present in the Andes. The puma symbolizes the strength and endurance of the mountains, a supreme hunter who survives in the most extreme conditions. It is the guardian of the heights, maintaining the balance in the ecosystem it traverses. In the vast and infinite skies of the Andes, a gigantic shadow cuts the horizon with a slow and majestic flight. The Andean condor, the largest bird of prey in the world, reigns supreme over the heights where few can survive. With a wingspan that can exceed 3 meters, the condor does not merely fly, it dominates the sky, riding the rising thermal currents to soar for hours without flapping its wings. For ancient civilizations, it was a sacred being, a messenger between men and gods. And to this day, its presence inspires respect and reverence. The Andean condor plays a crucial role in the ecosystem of these mountains. As a scavenger, it feeds on carrion, helping to keep the environment clean by consuming carcasses that, without it, could spread disease. Despite its ecological importance, the condor faces many challenges. Habitat destruction and poaching threaten its existence, and it is frequently the victim of accidental poisoning caused by baits left for other animals. However, conservation initiatives have helped protect this majestic creature, and its recovery is slow but ongoing. The life of the condor is a true dance with the wind. By taking advantage of the warm air currents rising from the mountains, it can fly at great altitudes without expending much energy, which is essential since its wingspan and weight make flapping its wings energetically costly. It can travel hundreds of kilometers in search of food, going days without eating. But when it finds a carcass, it feasts until fully sated before resuming its serene flight. Culturally, the condor holds a prominent place in the legends and traditions of Andean peoples. In Inca cosmology, it was seen as a divine being that transported the souls of the dead to the spiritual realms. Its images are carved into ancient stones and depicted in textiles and ceramics, perpetuating its importance through generations. Even today, the sight of a condor flying high over the mountains inspires a deep connection with nature and tradition. Despite its imposing presence in the sky, the condor leads a modest life on the ground. It builds its nest in inaccessible cliffs where it can raise its chicks in safety. The condor's reproductive cycle is slow. It lays only one egg every 2 years, and both parents dedicate themselves to caring for the chick for a long period until it is ready to face the world. This balance between majestic strength and the fragility of life in the heights reflects the very essence of the Andes. The condor, with its silent flight, seems immortal, but just like the delicate ecology of the mountains, it must be protected and preserved. Its presence reminds us of the importance of caring for the earth and the sky we share, and of preserving the link between man, nature, and the sacred. In the Andean heights, where the air is thin and silence dominates, the Andean condor is more than a mere bird. It is the symbol of freedom and the unwavering power of nature. Its smooth, majestic flight is a constant reminder that, above all adversities, there is always greatness and resilience. On the steep slopes and vast plains of the Andes, where the air is rarefied and the cold is biting, the llama moves with a grace that defies the adversities of the terrain. Domesticated more than 4,000 years ago by the indigenous peoples of the region, the llama is not only a symbol of Andean culture, but also a vital asset for human survival in the highlands. Highly adapted to the harsh climate, llamas were essential for the development of ancient Andean civilizations. They transported heavy materials such as rocks and metals through inhospitable paths that connected the empires. These animals were, and still are, faithful companions to Andean herders, who depend not only on their strength, but also on their dense and warm wool, used to protect themselves from the relentless cold. Curiously, llamas are social animals, living in organized groups where leadership is disputed through confrontations that involve spitting and pushing. This behavior, although curious to outside observers, is part of a hierarchy that maintains harmony within the group. Llamas are known for their calm temperament, but when they feel threatened, they may show their irritation by spitting as a defense mechanism. Beyond their cultural and economic importance, llamas are an example of extreme adaptation. Their lungs are extraordinarily efficient at absorbing oxygen, which allows them to survive at altitudes exceeding 4,000 meters, where most creatures would struggle. Today, the llama continues to be a symbol of the Andes, a living representation of the resilience of the people and animals that, over centuries, have shaped themselves to thrive in this extreme environment. Watching them slowly cross the mountains, carrying their loads, a deep connection with the history of these lands is inevitable. In the high and arid lands of the Andes, the alpaca emerges as a graceful and essential figure for life in the mountains. With its dense and soft coat, the alpaca not only adapts to the extreme cold, but also provides one of the most valuable fibers in the world, used for centuries to make clothes that protect the inhabitants of the mountains from the icy winds. The alpaca is smaller than its cousin, the llama, but plays an equally important role in local economies and culture. There are two main breeds of alpacas: the huacaya, which has a fluffy and voluminous fleece, and the suri, whose wool falls in long, silky locks. The wool of the alpaca is highly prized for being lightweight, soft, and incredibly warm, qualities that make it far superior to sheep's wool. The Andean herders, who have cared for these animals for generations, shear the alpacas once a year, turning this valuable wool into garments that, beyond providing warmth, are an essential part of the region's cultural heritage. Alpacas are extremely social animals, living in groups that move together across the mountainous plains. Although generally docile, they can be temperamental and express discomfort or irritation by spitting, a behavior shared with their llama relatives. They are incredibly adapted to the hostile Andean environment, with large and efficient lungs that allow them to absorb more oxygen at high altitudes. Their thick fibers protect them from the intense cold, while their soft and agile feet allow them to move easily across the rocky terrain. Culturally, alpacas have been a vital part of Andean life since Inca times. The wool of alpacas was so valued that it was reserved for nobility, and garments made from this material were used in religious ceremonies and special occasions. Today, they still play an important role in the rural economy of the Andes. For many communities, raising alpacas represents a sustainable source of income, not only from wool sales, but also from producing natural fertilizer used to cultivate arid lands. In addition to their economic and cultural importance, alpacas also symbolize adaptation and resilience. They thrive where few animals can, facing the extreme conditions of the Andean mountains with elegance and serenity. Their legacy is deep, and the sound of their hooves echoing across the plateaus reminds us of the intimate connection between alpacas, the Andean people, and the mountains they share as a home. Watching a herd of alpacas grazing peacefully under the Andean sky, it's impossible not to feel the profound bond between these creatures and the environment that shaped their evolution. They represent the spirit of survival in one of the world's most challenging regions. Among the vast and desolate plains of the Andes, where cold winds sweep the landscape and the air is thin, lives one of the most elegant and enigmatic creatures of these heights, the vicuña. A wild cousin of the llama and alpaca, the vicuña is smaller and more delicate, but possesses a fiber of wool that is softer than any other. For centuries, it was hunted almost to extinction due to its highly coveted wool. But today, thanks to conservation efforts, its population has been recovering, becoming a symbol of resilience in the heart of the Andes. The vicuña is an animal of extreme beauty and grace. Its slim body and long legs are adapted to running quickly along steep slopes and vast plains, allowing it to flee from predators with ease. Its hooves are designed to handle the rocky and uneven terrain, and its respiratory system is incredibly efficient, allowing it to survive at altitudes above 4,000 meters, where oxygen is scarce. Unlike alpacas and llamas, vicuñas have never been domesticated, preserving their wild and shy behavior. They live in small family groups, typically consisting of a dominant male, several females, and their offspring. The male constantly watches over the herd, defending it from intruders and competing with other males to maintain its territory. The fiber of the vicuña, known for its incomparable softness and thermal insulation, is collected in a controlled process that does not harm the animals. However, because it is so rare and difficult to obtain, vicuña wool is extremely valuable, making it one of the most luxurious materials in the world. The ancient Incas regarded the vicuña as a sacred animal, and only royalty was permitted to wear garments made from this precious material. In appearance, the vicuña is a remarkable example of adaptation to the harsh conditions of the Andes. It survives with little water and food, grazing on sparse grasses that grow in the driest areas of the mountains. Its metabolism is incredibly efficient, allowing it to extract the maximum nutrients from these modest plants. The resurgence of the vicuña in recent decades, after being on the brink of extinction, is a testament to how conservation efforts and respect for traditional practices can save precious species. Today, vicuñas are protected by strict laws, and their fibers are harvested only at specific intervals, ensuring the species' continuity. Majestic and mysterious, the vicuña embodies the wild spirit of the Andean mountains. Its presence at the highest altitudes, where few life forms can thrive, reminds us that when nature is protected and respected, it has the power to regenerate and flourish even in the most challenging environments. In the depths of the Amazon rainforest, where sunlight barely penetrates through the dense tree canopies, the spider monkey moves with the grace of an acrobat. Using its long arms and prehensile tail as a fifth hand, it swings from branch to branch with a dexterity that seems to defy gravity. High above, it is the master, able to cover great distances without touching the ground, where dangers are much greater. The spider monkey is one of the most agile species in the Amazon. Its incredibly strong tail can firmly grip branches, giving it a unique ability to move in the upper layers of the forest. It can leap between trees with great precision and rarely descends to the ground. In the heights, it finds both safety and food, feeding primarily on fruits, but also eating leaves, flowers, and small insects. Its varied diet and its role as a seed disperser make the spider monkey a vital link in the regeneration cycle of the forest. These primates are highly social, living in large groups that can split into smaller subgroups to ease the search for food. Communication between them is carried out through a series of vocalizations, cries, and even gestures, strengthening social bonds among individuals. Their complex interactions and remarkable intelligence make the spider monkey one of the most fascinating species in the Amazon. However, this agile creature is under serious threat. Habitat destruction caused by deforestation and hunting has drastically reduced their populations. Like many species dependent on the upper layers of the forest, the spider monkey is particularly vulnerable when trees are cut down, forcing it to descend to the ground, where it becomes easy prey for predators and human hunters. In addition to environmental threats, the spider monkey faces another challenge: its low reproduction rate. Females give birth to only one offspring every 2 to 4 years, and the young depend on their mothers for a long period. This slow reproduction rate makes population recovery difficult, rendering them even more vulnerable to extinction. Despite the challenges it faces, the spider monkey remains a symbol of life in the forest canopies, where few other animals can thrive. Its ability to move with agility and speed is a testament to its adaptation to the complex environment of the tropical forest. It inhabits a vertical world where each leap is a dance between survival and freedom. If the spider monkey disappears, we would lose not only an agile and charming species, but also a vital part of the delicate balance of the forest. Without its presence, seed dispersal would decrease, affecting tree growth and, consequently, the entire ecosystem dependent on them. The future of the spider monkey depends on immediate actions to protect its habitat. The conservation of the Amazon is crucial not only to ensure the survival of this acrobatic primate, but also to preserve the rich biodiversity that makes this place one of the most important ecosystems in the world. As long as the spider monkey continues to swing through the tree canopies, it will remind us of the urgency of caring for what lies above us and of preserving the complex webs of life that make the Amazon rainforest an irreplaceable treasure. On the banks of rivers and lakes, the capybara stands out as the largest rodent in the world. With a robust appearance, these animals can weigh up to 65 kilograms and are highly adapted to aquatic life. Despite their heavy bodies, they move gracefully in the water where they feel most secure. The life of the capybara is a reflection of the environment in which it lives, peaceful yet always alert. These creatures are sociable, living in large groups that can include up to 40 individuals. This group living is not only a preference, but a survival strategy. In environments full of predators such as jaguars and caimans, constant vigilance is essential, and the social organization ensures that someone is always on the lookout for danger. Living in groups also fosters close social bonds, where members care for and protect each other. The relationship between capybaras and water is intimate. They spend much of their time submerged, hiding from predators and cooling their bodies during intense heat. Their bodies are adapted for this, with eyes, ears, and nostrils located on top of their heads, allowing them to keep watch while remaining almost fully submerged. They can also hold their breath for extended periods, making them true aquatic escape artists. The capybara's diet consists mainly of grasses and aquatic plants, making them important herbivores in maintaining the vegetation along riverbanks. Their fiber-rich diet also leads them to practice coprophagy, re-ingesting their feces to extract more nutrients. Additionally, they play a significant ecological role in helping to maintain the balance of riparian ecosystems. Interestingly, the capybara has a symbiotic relationship with some species of birds, such as the cattle egret, which feed on the parasites found on their skin. This exemplifies how deeply integrated they are with their environment, interacting with other species in a harmonious way. The capybara is a symbol of calm and resilience. In its tranquil life along the riverbanks, it reminds us of the importance of protecting these unique environments where life flourishes in balance with nature. If we want to ensure the continuity of such emblematic species, it is essential to preserve the habitats that sustain them. In the depths of the Amazon rainforest and along its winding rivers, the jaguar reigns as the largest predator in Latin America. Majestic and powerful, the jaguar is recognized for its golden coat, marked by black spots that form a unique pattern on each individual. These rosette patterns are not only beautiful, but also provide perfect camouflage as the jaguar moves silently through dense vegetation. With a weight that can exceed 100 kilograms, the jaguar is a formidable predator, capable of taking down prey much larger than itself. The strength of the jaguar is unparalleled among felines. Its bite is the strongest of any big cat, allowing it to crush the skulls of its prey with a single blow. Unlike other big cats that prefer to attack the neck, the jaguar often bites directly into the head of its victims, easily penetrating bones. This skill gives it a particular advantage when hunting prey such as capybaras, caimans, and even turtles, whose shells are easily broken by the jaguar's powerful bite. The jaguar is an excellent swimmer. Unlike many felines that avoid water, the jaguar is often found swimming in rivers and lakes where it hunts caimans and other aquatic animals. The Amazon and its swampy areas provide the jaguar with a true paradise, where the abundance of aquatic prey complements its terrestrial diet. Its solitary and nocturnal behavior makes it a stealthy and efficient hunter, silently stalking before launching its deadly attack. Culturally, the jaguar has always been revered by the indigenous peoples of Latin America. In Peru, it is seen as a symbol of power and spiritual strength. Ancient civilizations worshipped it, believing that it had a connection with the spirit world and the afterlife. Its representations appear in ceremonial artifacts and legends, where it is often associated with deities and the raw force of nature. The presence of the jaguar in the forests of Peru is a testament to the vitality and complexity of this ecosystem. It is more than a symbol of strength. It is a reminder of the importance of biodiversity and the interconnectedness of all forms of life. Protecting the jaguar means protecting the Amazon, one of the most important and life-rich habitats in the world. High in the canopies of the Amazon rainforest, a pair of blue and yellow wings shine against the dense green of the forest, the blue and yellow macaw. This bird, also known as the blue and gold macaw, is one of the most recognizable species of macaws in South America. With its vibrant colors and piercing call, it dominates the sky with elegance, flying in pairs or small groups, in a visual spectacle that is both beautiful and vital to the surrounding ecosystem. The blue and yellow macaw is an extremely social bird. It lives in pairs or small flocks, where constant communication is essential for maintaining bonds. These birds are known for being monogamous, forming partnerships that last a lifetime. Together, the pair works to build nests in tree cavities and protect their young. The macaw's vocalizations, which can be heard from great distances, serve both to communicate between partners and to alert the flock of potential threats. With its strong and sharp beak, the blue and yellow macaw is capable of cracking the hard shells of the nuts and seeds it feeds on, demonstrating remarkable manipulation and strength. Its diet is primarily composed of fruits, nuts, and seeds, and, like other macaws, it plays a crucial role in seed dispersal throughout the forest. By eating fruit and excreting the seeds in different areas, the blue and yellow macaw helps regenerate trees, which is vital for maintaining the Amazon's life cycle. The bright color of its plumage not only makes it one of the most beautiful birds in the rainforest, but also connects it deeply with the cultural traditions of South America. For centuries, indigenous peoples have used the vibrant feathers of the blue and yellow macaw in ceremonial attire and ritual adornments, seeing in it a symbol of strength, beauty, and spiritual connection with the forest. Like its cousin, the scarlet macaw, the blue and yellow macaw also carries deep symbolism of freedom and connection to nature. The blue and yellow macaw is not only one of the most beautiful birds in the tropical rainforest, but also a crucial link in the ecological balance of the Amazon. Its vibrant colors and majestic presence remind us of the importance of preserving these unique ecosystems, so future generations can continue to witness the natural spectacle of these macaws flying freely through the skies. Throughout this epic journey across wild Peru, we have traveled from the icy peaks of the Andes to the deep rivers and dense canopies of the Amazon. Every step has revealed the beauty, strength, and incredible adaptability of the animals that inhabit these lands. From the serene llamas to the agile macaws, from the majestic flight of the condor to the silent power of the jaguar, we have witnessed a world where every creature plays a vital role in nature's balance. Now our journey comes to an end, but the story of these ecosystems continues to be written every day. We return with hearts full of respect and admiration for the wildlife that defies the heights and depths, resisting time and adversity. Peru, with its indomitable nature, reminds us that the true journey does not end here, for the mission to protect these wonders is only just beginning. Let us never forget the grandeur and fragility of the life we encountered in these lands, and, as guardians of nature, our responsibility endures.